And
hey guys, I'm Jonny Mangs. I'm here with Frankie Grande. We are going to have so much fun. He is a triple threat, actually a quadruple threat, because you're also a social media mogul, right?
oh, that's very, yes.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, yes.
I am dancing to Into You with Ariana Grande's brother.
That's true.
This is...
You have said a correct statement.
This is...
Do you get a point?
For me.
10 points for Gryffindor? Are you a Gryffindor?
Mentally, I'm a Gryffindor, but
You might be a
I am a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
I hate that.
No,
What are
why?
you?
I'm a Gryffindor, duh.
See,
Did you watch my season of Big Brother?
Yeah, but I'm just jealous.
Like, just courageous, winning everything except for the game.
I know.
You know.
I know. And won the hearts of all of us here at AFTERBUZZ TV.
Winning the hearts of everyone. It's very Gryffindor-like.
You guys,
you know?
I couldn't be more excited. We have Frankie
Lying
Grande
when you need
here.
to lie. Oh, sorry. Am I not supposed to be like, hi?
No.
Where do I look? There's like 9,000 cameras in this one place.
We just want to capture every beautiful angle of your face, Frankie.
Put this down now.
You can look at me. You can look at that camera.
Okay. I mean, I'm so used to because like I'm on Style Code Live now.
Yes.
So like now we have cameras and I like they light up, so I like look at the ones that I'm supposed to look at, and here I'm literally like,
we ain't all fancy like
I'm
that,
like,
Frankie. What can I say?
Where's my toggle? Which one do I look at? Oh my goodness.
This is a great camera to look at.
Okay, great. Hi guys.
So, Frankie, welcome
Is this like the
to
live feed at
AFTERBUZZ.
home? I'm going to take over this entire interview.
Please, do you
You're
wanna
not even going to
interview
get a
me?
chance to ask a question because I have so many questions.
I'll see you guys later.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Is this like the live feed so there are like 4 pictures and they can like click on the one they want right now? Like at home?
No, it's not like that. My seat just went down.
Oh, well, sorry.
I gotta go.
Okay.
You're just gonna interview yourself. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Hey guys, it's Frankie here, and I have a few questions for myself. So, why is the microphone pointing away from me? That is the most interesting question.
But I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, all right, I believe you. I just like I walked in and it was going that way, and I was like, well, mics are supposed to point at your face. I don't know.
I know.
It's weird.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We don't. Our cameras don't light up. And
I
our
will give
mics
you
don't
the
point
interview
the right
back
way.
now. Okay,
No,
I'll behave.
please.
No.
I'm so excited. Please, this is so much better. Less work for me to do. You know. No, I am so excited you're here because I am like a fanatic of Big Brother.
Oh my goodness.
And I know you're a Big Brother fanatic.
Huge fan.
Big Brother contestant. So that's cool that you're here. Like for me.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, and a contestant that was in that house for 88 days.
That's too long.
You know, not like the ones that were like, I was in there for like 12 days and I had like a really difficult time. It's like,
I would go crazy. First of all, I guess we'll start with Big Brother since we're on the topic.
sure.
What is it like going into that house and being in the Big Brother house?
It's the best thing that ever happened.
Is it different than you expected?
I mean, like, the adrenaline rush is real. The claiming the beds is real. The, like, being so excited to meet everybody is real. Like, all of that was, like, wonderful. Like, I literally did have a phenomenal month.
You did.
Like one of the greatest months of my life.
Do you sit around and think, I can't pick up a book, I can't pick up my phone, I can't do anything?
No, that all kind of goes away. Especially because like I have cameras all the time. So like whenever I was bored, you saw, I would just like kind of perform for the camera.
Right.
I'd pull out a character.
Right.
I'd start entertaining. You know, I'd sing, I'd dance. You know, you have the, you know, stealth mode gay boy, like, you know, would like go tap dancing around the house for 3.5 hours.
And you had Zach.
Like, I had Zach. Zach kept me occupied for 66 days.
What's Zach up to these days?
Zach, he's training
For
the Olympics.
Oh, got
I
it.
don't know.
Got it. Really?
Yeah, no, he's great. He's doing well. He's doing well.
Because my thought was that
He's
if
like,
I
you know,
were to,
gymming and, you know, sunning and he's doing Zach. He's being Zach. He's playing golf.
did you ever talk to each other?
Yeah, of course.
That's beautiful.
I love him.
What a love story.
And it's still a love story.
And you
It's
got
very
to
day.
like talk to Julie Chen, say, hi Julie, how
She
you
is the
doing?
love
You're
of
looking
my
beautiful.
life. No, she is the love of my life. I think my favorite episode was the live veto competition where she and I were literally talking about her outfit.
See, the funny thing is, Julie Chen likes you more than I think she's ever liked a contestant.
I like her probably more than I've liked any other queen in my life, which is crazy.
I think she also thinks she's pretty cool because she's like friends with you. I think you're like a great person to be friends with for Julie.
Well,
she's
I
always
take that as a
tagging you.
huge compliment.
You should.
Huge compliment
I think
because she is the queen.
The best, right?
She's the queen. It's crazy.
So, okay, so let's talk about
But
the night.
first,
Exactly.
let's check in on the house guests. Hello, house guests.
You.
Did I nail the pivot?
Yeah.
Did I nail the
For a
turn
second,
pivot?
I thought I was watching.
Who will
Big
be
Brother.
evicted from the Big Brother house tonight? And will Frankie use the power of veto to save himself? We'll find out tonight. But first, let's check in on the house guests. Hello, house guests.
That's right.
It's me, Julie, and I'm in Coral today.
I bet her cameras light up.
Do you know, she has toggles on her cameras. She knows where to look.
Tell me about the experience. Was it overwhelmingly good? Would you do it again?
Absolutely overwhelmingly good. Absolutely would do it again.
Can you comment on this next season maybe being an All-Stars season?
On advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Not to answer on the grounds that I may incriminate myself.
Totally. I mean, we know that you would
On advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right on the grounds that what I say may be used in a court of law to
moving on to the
incriminate
next
myself.
question. Great. But you did.
On advice of counsel. Just kidding. Does anyone watch The Good Wife? That's from The Good Wife.
Everybody watches The Good Wife
It's
except
over.
me.
I cried so much. Downton Abbey is over. The Good Wife is over. I don't know what to do with my life.
It's okay. Big Brother 18's coming up.
That's true. I could watch that.
Tell me about killing it on the B.O.B. alone when
Okay.
Caleb sat out.
I gotta say, watching that back, it's the coolest thing that's ever happened.
Did you know it was a cool moment at the time?
Absolutely. It was so stressful. Do you know the competition was over 2 hours?
Really?
Because they had to stop. They had to... Okay, so it was a humid, wet day in LA. It was
Sure.
like the strangest weather.
Sure.
And everything was clear plastic. So they wanted to make it so fair and so even. So they literally had to stop like every 30 minutes and like wipe down the entire set. Because I was so frantically running from getting the at the very end when you see me like literally like just gripping with all of my might.
Yeah.
And like when the ball would fall, I would just let it go, and it literally would come crashing down so much to the point where I actually broke the hook at the bottom clean off. So they had to come back out. They had to fix it. They did it. So there was so much time of everyone in the house sitting on one set of bleachers and just me sitting on another set by myself, no one speaking to me for over 2 hours. It was a real competition. They did an excellent job conveying it on TV.
That's one of, like, in recent Big Brother history, I think that's one of the most intense competitions.
I think
to watch.
in all Big Brother history.
Or all Big.
Like I really
all
do
Big
think
Brother
that a moment like that has never ever happened that I can think of. Can you really?
No. A competition that was a group competition that someone sat out of.
Yeah,
First of all,
and the fact that there were actually rules in place for that to happen is fantastic, because they literally had to, like, when Caleb decided he wasn't going to play, then we sat around and waited for the producers to decide whether or not that was in the rule book, and it's in the rule book. There was an actual clause in there that was like, if some person decides not to play in the BOB, it can become a single person game. They had tested it as a single person game. Like, there was all sorts of crazy shit.
So Big Brother is a fair game to play.
Oh my, 100 billion %.
Because we watch at all times,
No,
and I
it
think
is
they can't come in, and what can they
fair.
do?
Nothing. They can do nothing. And, like, you know, there's people that say, like, oh yeah, they're trying to help you out, they're trying to do this, they're trying to do that. No one's... Can I curse?
Yeah.
No one is fucking helping you.
Flag it. Do you want to come back?
There is nothing that anyone can do once you walk into that house. Everyone that is on the outside of that house cannot help you at all, including the producers, including, like, the crew. Nothing.
Right.
It's 100% what you got.
That's great to hear.
100, like, the
Really, it is
100 million %. And, like, I'm you know, so I was a triple major in college. I have done behind the scenes, I've done stagehands, I've done grips, I've been on Broadway, I've done all this stuff. So I watched everything that was happening so keenly, like as a studier of TV.
Sure.
So I watched the camera angles. Of course, you could see me playing in the camera angles. I was literally like lying to somebody and winking to the camera, like, of course, like how Dan Giesling of me.
Right.
But I did it differently.
No, it's true though. I saw you on The Price is Right this week, and you were working the camera. We were all laughing. We were like, he's really
I was like,
going
I
at
may
it.
not make it out of contestants row, but I will give you a show.
You did.
I will give you a show, and I will look good doing it.
I need to ask you.
And I will lose.
I think about this often. This is not a joke. I think about this often. Why did you tell the house your sister's Ariana Grande? We still don't get it.
You don't get it?
No, and we've asked the fans at home.
Oh, you really don't.
And
you
here's
must
why.
not have watched the show.
Oh,
Julie said it on my exit.
What'd she say?
She said, like, do you think that coming clean at that moment was the reason why that you were in the house for another 50 days?
I guess then I asked the wrong
50
question.
days.
The wrong question, or the correct question is, why did that influence them? What did that do?
Because people are influenceable.
Did they think that if you stayed in, Ariana Grande and her fans would like all of them better? Or?
Sure, whatever. That they would be, dragged through the carpet by the, Ariana army. They were scared of what was going to happen to them outside of the house. It didn't matter what they thought. All that mattered is that I put the fear of God into them.
I totally get that.
That I am something that they didn't understand. It made me happy. It made me joyful again. It gave me back that spark that made me Frankie Grande.
But I guess then my question is,
that scared the shit out of them.
So why did you disclose that information for so long then?
Why did I keep it a secret?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to bring my sister into the house, into the public ridicule of what I know the Big Brother fans can and will do. I didn't want people in the house talking about her. Like, she's my little sister, so I was protecting her.
I would be worried that they'd say, oh, that singer, Ariana Grande, I hate her. And you'd have to be like...
It was funny because Victoria said the very opposite. She was like, oh my God, Ariana Grande problem, got me through my entire life.
That's
she is
funny.
the queen of my existence or whatever. And Cody said something about her being hot. And I was like, all right, well, that's fine. She is hot. She's my sister.
Right.
That
it's better.
Don't fall too far from the tree.
Better than the alternative.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm actually surprised that people don't understand that strategy. I think, and it worked so beautifully.
I think the confusion comes from the fact that you didn't tell people, and then all of a sudden you did.
I never intended to. It was never my intention to.
But you just thought, I need it.
I was just so backed into a wall and so miserable as a human being.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't feel like myself. I'm the next to go.
Right.
I don't really feel like lying to these people anymore.
Totally.
So I'm just going to tell you guys all the truth.
I get it.
And if it scares the fuck out of you and it keeps me in the house for 50 more days...
Great.
Ding.
I also...
If I didn't push that button, it probably would have made me winning. I would have been sitting there at the end of that game if I didn't push that damn button.
Remind me.
The button.
Oh, the button.
The button.
The button.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about a competition or something.
No, the button.
Yeah.
That rewound the week that I was HOH and veto.
No. I understand. I'm sorry. I wanted to clarify there. So
the button.
That's interesting because...
Blink, 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 blink. The button.
That's something that is sort of new to the game.
Yeah.
And I think some people get frustrated with Pandora's box or the button or things like that.
But you have to push it.
You
have to open it. As a fan, if that button wasn't pushed, I was going to kill whoever was in the house that didn't push it.
Of course.
If Pandora's box is not opened, I'm going to kill whoever didn't open it.
Well, and it's a 50-50 chance.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? I don't care. Open the box, push the button.
I get it.
And I'm not bitter and sad and oh my God, I would have won Big Brother. Look at my life. I've done tremendous things since Big Brother. I'm so happy with the way that I was presented on the show.
Sure.
I'm so happy with everything that has come since the show. I don't feel like I lost Big Brother.
How do you deal with people who are haters? And I know all Big Brother contestants have crazy haters.
So here's the deal with haters. They are to be pitied. Haters are people that spend their time and energy pouring hatred into someone that they've never met, probably will never met. They think about them all the time, and their hearts are filled with blackness and evil and hatred, and they want to direct it towards somebody that has done nothing to them.
Sure.
And I feel like they are to be pitied. They are people that should be, hopefully loved at some point in their life and can experience love, and I'm the first person to give them love. I'm girl, you are something is so you have something is so twisted in your mind that you spend your days thinking about me.
That
so
is crazy.
I love you, and I hope and I pray for you that you get better so that you can start thinking about maybe yourself.
Totally. I can't imagine logging on and spending time saying mean things to people I've never even met.
It's horrible. It's really, and it's sad. I find that to be very, very sad. So I find that to be pity and sad. And so it doesn't affect me in a way where I'm they're so they don't aggravate me. I feel bad for them because I know I'm a good person. So it's totally fine.
And did being on Big Brother, and you're in a special position because you had fans before you went into the house, but did being on Big Brother make you realize, oh shoot, these things I do, I need to change? Or the way I see people on TV and judge people on TV needs to change?
Sometimes when actually, yeah, for sure. I'm a huge reality TV junkie. So when I'm watching Top Model and when I'm watching Project Runway, and it's we were talking about how one of the contestants of Project Runway way. It was like, he's an awful person. Like somebody in the room was like, he's an awful person. He's terrible. And I was like, that's the edit, Rose.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not actually who he is.
Yes.
That's like the way that he's been edited and portrayed on television. He might
Totally.
be a fantastic person. Like, you don't know. So yeah, it's completely changed my view. Although I feel like I got a pretty damn fair edit.
Good.
So
You feel good.
Yeah, I do.
I could talk about Big Brother all day, but you have so much more going on in your life. You are not one of these Big Brother contestants who like sits at home and talks about Big Brother all day.
No.
You are doing a one-man show.
No.
Right
Yes.
now? Tell me about it.
So, okay.
It's in New York.
It is. It was here.
Okay.
It was here recently. So I have the show. It's called Living La Vida Grande.
Yes.
It's basically it's almost 4 years old at this point now. It's gone through so many different permutations of the show, and I still keep the title the same because basically it changes depending on where I am in my life. So. Before Big Brother, I was the MC of this burlesque, underground, amazing, fantastic club called The Box in New York City. And this is where I've decided to have my one-man show, Living La Vida Grande, now in New York City. So it's really it's like a happening now because it's my two worlds colliding. So like I'm using all these crazy elements from The Box, plus these crazy elements from Living La Vida Grande. Of course, there's Big Brother elements that are in the structure of the show, as well as elements from Style Code Live. Because that's my current job, and it's really going to be, I think, the most remarkable version of the show to date.
So tell me, when I go sit down to watch Living La Vida Grande, what am I gonna get?
You're gonna get 75 minutes of the most grande experience you could possibly get.
Are you singing and dancing as well?
Singing, dancing. There's a loincloth moment.
Oh.
There's some glitter. There's, we're full. We're everything. You're gonna you get everything that I am. All the craziness, the charitable aspects. There's a section of it where I talk about all my work in Africa and the schools that I've built there and the children that I've taught and the people that I've helped. So it's. As you know, me cannot be described. Describe in one word. You can't describe me very succinctly. So 75 minutes seems to be the right amount of time to do that in.
Great.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Anytime someone puts their personality into a creative endeavor.
It's 100% me. Everything I do is 100% me, though. Like,
Have you been given advice in your career where you've been like, no, I can't do that because it doesn't feel authentic?
Yes.
Wow. That's great. I mean, it's good that you're able to say no.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I say no a lot.
Were you worried about being on reality TV and not getting your own edit?
No, because again, I think very highly of myself, and I encourage everyone on the planet to do the same thing. Like shine bright like a Frankie, and when people throw shade, shine brighter. So I knew that regardless of what the edit was, it would be okay because I know that I'm a good person and that I can take responsibility for whatever I said. You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
It's like, no, it's fine.
That's good. It sounds like you have thick skin.
I have thick skin and I also have a good head on my head.
Yep. Head on your head.
I had my mind somewhere else for 30 seconds.
It's great. It's great.
I'm back.
I want to talk about your charity work because I didn't know this about you.
You didn't?
Until I found out I was going to be interviewing you. And
you didn't? You didn't see me on Big Brother being like, I'm going to build schools with all my money.
Well, that's interesting, actually. Yeah, and then I saw Zach in the diary room
being like,
crying, being like, well, what am I going to do? He's going to give all his money to charity.
I was like, yeah.
Okay,
I was like,
but
when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, he loves me.
Okay, but I saw people on Big Brother in seasons before you saying I'm going to give it to charity, then going to the diary room being like, yeah, charity of my bank account. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen. So, okay.
Really?
Did you
Google me.
Okay, all right. Well, now I know.
Like,
and I'm talking to you
I
about
don't understand. Like, why doesn't somebody like open a computer and be like Frankie Grande Africa, and they'd be like, oh look, he has a charity organization. He's been there 11 times.
Tell us more about it because I think people would be interested.
Okay, so I started a charity in 2008 called Broadway in South Africa, which is I take groups of Broadway singers, dancers, and actors into the townships of South Africa, Gugulethu Khayelitsha, Deep Salute, all over the place. and we'd use an arts education empowerment curriculum to better the lives of kids in South Africa. So that was how that whole chapter of my life started. Since then, I've moved it to Build On, which is another organization. What we do with Build On is we build schools in places where children have absolutely no access to education, like whatsoever.
Right.
So like the last school that I built was in Malawi, and the kids in that particular village would not be allowed to attend school until they were 9 years old, because it was a 4-hour walk to get to school, and they couldn't obviously walk by themselves. The parents have to work. You know, like there's no carpool lane. There's no like parents dropping kids off. So they have to literally be old enough to walk themselves to school. But by us building a school in their village, now they can go to school at 6, which is a huge difference. Like those 3 years of developmental like education, like those 3 years that they were not being taught, is a huge deal.
Why Africa?
Why Africa? You know, it was because my best friend was in the Lion King, and he had his cast is South African. So when we started talking about this, like someone overheard him in the dressing room and was like, well, it'd be great if you could help my family. You know, they're still in this township of South Africa. And I was like, okay, great. Like literally it was just like that simple. And then when I got to Africa, I realized, you know, it's such an amazing, beautiful place that, you know, needs a lot of help.
I remember watching Oprah one day and someone asking her, why Africa? Why not build schools here? There are people who
we
need
do
schools
that
here.
too.
Well, and what she said was, I do both of those things.
Exactly.
And also, like, you will go to these villages in Africa and there is nothing. And I just thought I needed to go there.
It's so... Did you go?
No.
Oh, okay, we have to go.
Okay.
But
I'll go
no,
visit.
we do work in the United States as well, all over the United States. And basically, you know, what we do is we work with kids that are struggling educationally in the United States and use the trip of taking them over to another country to build a school for people that don't have education, to basically motivate them to come back and be like, oh my God, education is the key. I'm going to actually start studying. I'm going to get my ass out of prison. I'm going to get my ass out of the situation that I'm in, and I'm going to work, put my head down, put my head in those books, and regardless of whatever system I am in, whatever this educational system that is like not working and is failing me, I'm going to make it work for me.
Congratulations on that. Honestly,
Thank
like
you.
that is an incredible thing.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're using your success and your fame and your name to good. I mean, that's amazing.
Woohoo, Madonna taught me very well.
Tell me about Style Code Live.
Yes, I love it. Style Code Live. So the cool thing about Style Code Live is it's the first of its kind. So it's an interactive television show where we get to actually speak about pop culture, fashion, beauty trends that are going on in the celebrity zeitgeist in the world, and then we can show you how to get it in your life for 1 bazillionth of the cost of what, you know, like Taylor Swift is spending. You know, it's like, and it's right there, and it's right there. It's right there. As we talk about these trends, they come up right below you on your little special style carousel, and then we show you how to use it. So if it's makeup, then we have a makeup artist on set showing you, demonstrating how to do it, and then you click a button, and then it's at your house in 12 hours, because it's Amazon. It's like magic.
So where are you? Where do you fall on this spectrum?
On the host.
No. I mean, where do you dress like a celebrity, or do you dress from Amazon, or a little bit of both? I think you look pretty good today.
I am wearing, today it's good to, because this is Zara Man, you know, which is, you know, I would say definitely kind of accessible to, you know, I would say a large percentage of, you know, the country can wear and buy Zara Man. And this is T. Rains, who's a friend of mine, who's a fashion designer from Heatherette back in the day, and he gave me this. So like, I don't know, I would say I'm a pretty average crossbreed.
That's great.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun on last season of Big Brother when you and the twins went to the concert.
That was so much fun.
Right?
And I'm so happy that they were the ones that went. I could not imagine what Austin would have been doing at an Ariana concert.
Can you imagine?
Like, no, I can't. I don't want to.
So do you go to...
However, Austin, if you want to come to an Ariana Grande concert, you're more than welcome, because you're a cool guy. What?
That was nice of you.
Yeah, of course. I do like him. I just literally was like, please pick your sister. Please.
Oh, well, when it's a competition like that and you can only pick one person, of course you want it to be both of them.
I wanted it to be the girls. It was so much fun, and
they dressed up in their disguise.
Vanessa was always my favorite.
She was a great player.
Since day one, I was like, Vanessa. Vanessa. And I think that's the other thing that I think that people, like, that I do not understand about Big Brother fans, when they're like, how could you have lied? And you're like,
That's Big Brother.
because that's the point of the game.
I was just watching a video where you were
Who's
in the
the
diary room
best
saying
liar?
this, and I was like, yes.
Like, and people are like, you lied. And it's like,
Yeah.
I know.
You're on Big
Of
Brother.
course I lied.
It's. Do you watch The Bachelor?
I know.
Okay, so I was watching the other night, and someone was like, "Oh, I'm so annoyed. She's on a date with another guy." I'm like,
And
"Yeah, you are on a reality show with 26 guys dating the same girl."
Yeah. Oh my god, because we just had the Bachelorette on our Style Code Live and we interviewed her, and it kept being like, you dated 26 men. And I was like, in the prep room, I was like, can we just take all judgment out of that statement?
How dare you.
Because it's like, she's supposed to
That's
date 26
the
men.
point, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, stop being like, oh, so you dated 26 people. And it's like, that's the point of the game, so no judgment can be within that statement at all.
Totally.
And also, I have no judgment against anyone who's going to date 26 people. I mean,
Live it
in
up.
a day.
It's fun.
Like, just do 26 people in a day. That's like what? Like one every 45 minutes.
Totally.
That's a new challenge for me.
Oh.
I
Ooh,
accept.
Very interesting.
I love challenges.
I think that's why we want to see you on another season of Big Brother.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We do.
Thank you.
They do. You tweeted at me saying I'm going to be on AfterBuzz, and within seconds I had people asking me questions. I mean, and by people I mean the masses. Everybody's asking.
Well,
do you mind
ask
if I ask
questions.
you a couple of them?
No, of course.
We'll-
On advice of counsel, I invoke my right for the Fifth Amendment.
I won't ask you about any other seasons of Big Brother
I'm
from
just
here on
kidding.
out.
I'm just kidding.
Any reality comp besides Survivor or Big Brother you would do?
A Celebrity Apprentice
Celebrity Apprentice.
or Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh. Those are both good. Those are classy.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
I love them both. And I want Arnold Schwarzenegger to be the one that's like, Frankie, I'm so sorry. You didn't get this right. You're terminated.
That's
Like, come
Is that
on.
what he's gonna say?
Of course he's going to say you're terminated.
Right.
He's not going to say you're fired. He's going to be like, you're fired. No, he's going to be like, you're terminated.
Let's see. Is there a particular show currently on Broadway that you would like to be in?
Yes, there is. I love the Book of Mormon.
Great.
So would absolutely love to be in Book of Mormon. Anything else that's still open? Everything's closing, like left, right, up, down, and center. Unless it's Hamilton or Disney. It's like, oops.
Right.
It's kind of sad.
Tell me about your time on Broadway, both before Big Brother and after.
So Broadway is a magical place, and being in Mamma Mia is a magical experience because I wasn't, and even Rock of Ages, like I wasn't just part of like a Broadway show. I was part of these mega smash hit
Right.
musicals
Right.
where we were encouraged to have the time of our lives, interact with the audience, like be total like assholes, like it's like at first I played a drunk Greek cabana boy who like danced and sang and like had a great time and like ran through the audience. Then I got to play Franz, who was like the most fun, most cutest little German boy on the entire planet. And he was like, "No, daddy," and he wasn't gay. He was just German.
Sure.
He wasn't gay. Stop judging me. I can see you judging me with your
Right.
little B microphone.
Right.
You were pointing away from your face.
I know. You know me too well.
I know. So no, I wasn't gay. It was just German.
Let's see what else people are asking. Since you've been cooking more, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Breakfast. So weird. I'm like in a very I know it's everyone's like looking at John Eric. Yes, I do cook every morning. I cook I would call them like healthy egg McMuffins. Like they're like whole grain turkey bacon egg white muffins.
I thought you were
going to
say Italian.
For breakfast?
No. Just your favorite thing to cook.
Oh no, my favorite thing to cook is breakfast.
Great.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to one more fan question.
Okay, you can go through more.
Will you ever record Living La Vida Grande or live stream it?
Probably. Absolutely.
I thought you were going to say probably not. Great.
No, I think
Share it with the
we're-
masses.
Hello, look at like the world that we live in today. It's like if it's not on Vivo, then no one's gonna see it.
Right.
So like, yeah, I would love to do that.
I saw your interview
Vivo
on the
presents
Today
Living La Vida
Show
Grande.
or one of the morning shows, and they were asking you about you putting your life out there
yeah.
for people to see. It's funny that you say this about haters. I think you have a really good head on your shoulders about
I love
these
you.
haters.
If you hate me, I love you.
So why do you put it all out there? What's the reason for that?
Because I think that my life is an example to a lot of people out there. Like I think if more people had my perspective and my, I would say outlook on life, I think the world would be a better place. I think there are a lot of young, struggling homosexual boys out there that need somebody like me to look up to. I didn't have one.
Right.
I certainly didn't. Like, I didn't even know what gay was. I had queer as folk, which was basically I was like, oh,
no, I know.
So in order to be gay, I need to do drugs and be at a rave. For my entire life, or be a lesbian.
Right.
I was like, those are my two options.
And actually, that's a good question or that's something I wanted to ask you as well. Did you feel pressure to represent gay in a certain way?
Absolutely not. I think that as a person, I have pressure to represent Frankie, and a large part of who Frankie is my sexual preference and orientation.
Sure.
But no, I do not claim to be like the representative of the gay people.
Sure.
I am just a gay man.
You can just speak for yourself.
Who can speak for myself, and if you like what I say, then that's great. But I think that there are certain people that are, out there, and they're scared to be themselves. And that's the thing that's my big message, is like, never be afraid to be yourself. If that means you're gay,
Right.
if that means that you're transsexual, if that means that you're heterosexual and like to wear heels. Like, it's like, none of that is wrong.
Right.
None of that is weird.
Right.
None of that is abnormal. Just be yourself. If that's who you are, then that's great. And that's the only thing that's what I profess. And that's why I think it is good for me to live my life so loud, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that should hear that regardless of who you are and regardless of where you are in this country, out of this country, out of this planet. What did we just watch? I just watched a movie about Mars. So Total Recall. Just watched Total Recall. So I'm in a Mars thing.
Sure.
Anyway, you should be yourself.
Have you had interactions with gay fans who have had anything important to say to you?
Yeah. A lot of people who have, thanked me from, the bottom of their hearts for giving them the courage to, be honest with their family, their friends, the people in their lives about who they are. And, and that comes from, also, straight people have said that to me, like that there are, a lot of women that have watched me and have been like, you inspired me to go put on some makeup and feel better about myself. And I was like, that's incredible. Like, she's like, I never considered myself beautiful. I would never ever think to put on makeup. She was like, but I look at you and you wear makeup and you're so proud about it. So I went and I tried it out, and she was like, I feel better about myself. Like, I do this for me, like, I love makeup. I think it makes me feel good about myself. So she was like, because of you, I decided to like go get me some makeup, put it on. And that's why I love Style Code Live so much, because every time there's a tip for a girl, I'm always like, tried it. I was like, been there. I was like, oh, colored eyebrows are in this season. Oh, why didn't you check out 8 months ago when I did it when I was the judge on America's Best Dance Crew? I was like, come on.
Yeah.
So anyway,
but we don't have much time. I could be here all day with you. Tell me, before we go, about what's down the road. Where do you see yourself a year from now?
What can I say? I'm going to be on Gay for Play. I can announce that.
I'm so excited. I saw you in the trailer.
I don't know when my episode's airing. Do you know? I don't know. Do you know?
But I'm excited.
I don't know, but I'm excited too.
Did you watch RuPaul this season?
Of course, I watched every second. I love RuPaul.
You happy with Bob?
Love Drag Race. Of course, I'm happy with Bob. He's like New York represent, comedy queen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, again, be yourself. Don't let anybody trick you into being something that you're not. He's like, I am not a glamazon, so you're gonna get,
what you get.
Me.
Okay.
Being who I am. You want to call my drag ratchet drag? That is fine.
Yep.
But it's gonna bring me the title.
Okay, so you're on Gay for Play.
I'm on Gay for Play. I have Living La Vida Grande. I have Style Code Live. And of course, you can always follow me on all of my social media platforms. They're all at Frankie J Grande now, including Snapchat, which is super cool for any announcements.
I'm still trying to figure out how to change my Snapchat.
I know. I got it. It was like the coolest thing. I know. It was the cool. It was so cool. Like, literally, I got an email one day that was like, you got your name. I was like, I felt like it was like the greatest. Like, I was like, we got Annie. That's in reference to Annie the musical, for those of you who don't know, but it's a scene.
You guys, I just had the best time of my life. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And you guys can follow Frankie at Frankie J Grande on all social media platforms.
Having the time of your life.
Any last minute thing to say to the fans?
See that girl.
He's gonna sing for you.
Fans, I love you. Haters, I love you. Everyone, I pretty much love everyone. But do keep in touch. Tweet me. I do read them. I look at them. Comment. Like things.
Thank you guys.
Snapchat.
Thank you for being here, Frankie.
Hello. No,
We'll
thank
see
you so much.
Of course, I had a great time. You guys follow me at Jonny Mangs
Oh my
on Twitter
God,
and
yeah.
Instagram.
Follow at Jonny Magnello on
You're so
Twitter,
sweet.
Twitter and Instagram.
We'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Arrivederci.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later.
Yeah, there we go.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.